It is December 2008. The global financial system is already on its knees. Lehman Brothers has collapsed. Panic is moving through Wall Street like a cold wind nobody can stop. And somewhere in a glass and steel office tower in Midtown Manhattan, the phones will not stop ringing. Wealthy clients, hedge funds, charities, banks, and retired couples from Florida, all of them calling the same number, all of them asking the same question. His name is Bernard Lawrence Madoff, and everything you think you know about him is a lie. Stay with us through this entire story, because what you are about to hear will change the way you understand trust, wealth, and the terrifying ease with which both can be stolen. Bernard Madoff was not some shadowy figure lurking at the fringes of Wall Street. He was Wall Street. Born in Queens, New York in 1938, about it, confident without being arrogant, at least not in the way that attracted suspicion. He cultivated his image with the same precision a sculptor applies to marble. He wore the right suits. He sat on the right boards. He donated to the right causes. He became chairman of the NASDAQ Stock Exchange not once, but 3 times. He was not just respected, he was revered. And when Bernard Madoff told you he could manage your money, when he leaned across a table and quietly, Madoff's investment advisory business operated on a simple and devastating psychological foundation. He did not advertise. He did not solicit. He created a mythology of exclusivity so potent that investors begged to get in rather than being sold to. Access to Madoff's fund was passed through whisper networks among the ultra-wealthy, country clubs, synagogues in Palm Beach and Manhattan, elite social circles where money was the air everyone breathed. If someone told you that Madoff was managing their portfolio and delivering quiet, consistent returns of 10 to 12% year after year, regardless of what the market was doing, you did not question the magic. You questioned how to get inside the tent. And the returns were the key. Not spectacular, not loud. Madoff was too clever for that. Spectacular returns attract scrutiny. What Madoff offered was something far more psychologically seductive. Steady, reliable, almost boring consistency. While other funds swung wildly with the market, Madoff's clients received their statements showing calm, predictable gains, month after month, year after year, bull market, bear market. It did not matter. The number on the paper always looked exactly right. Because the number on the paper was invented. Every single one of them.
Subscribe to this channel if you want more documentary-style deep dives into the stories behind the greatest financial crimes and collapses in history. There is so much more ahead. The warning signs were there. They were ignored with a consistency that is almost as astonishing as the fraud itself. In 1999, a financial analyst named Harry Markopoulos sat down with Madoff's publicly available performance data and within hours concluded that the numbers were mathematically impossible. Either Madoff was front-running, illegally trading on knowledge of upcoming client orders, or he was running a Ponzi scheme. Markopoulos submitted detailed warnings to the Securities and Exchange Commission in 1999, again in 2000, again in 2001, and again in 2005. He sent a document titled, "The World's Largest Hedge Fund is a Fraud." The SEC did nothing meaningful with any of it. Why? The answer reveals something deeply uncomfortable about the way power and reputation function in financial systems. Madoff was not just an investor, he was an institution. Investigating him with genuine rigor would have meant accusing one of the most prominent figures in American finance of criminal fraud based on the concerns of an analyst most senior regulators had never heard of. The institutional psychology of the SEC, combined with Madoff's stature, created a protective shield around him that no warning could penetrate. He was examined twice. Both times, he charmed the investigators, produced fabricated paperwork, and walked away clean. Banks and sophisticated institutional investors failed just as completely. Feeder funds, investment vehicles that collected money from clients and funneled it entirely to Madoff, grew enormously profitable, charging fees for access